Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Ms. Marvel Season 1 Episode 2, Crushed. The first episode was fantastic, it was so much fun. I'm so excited to delve further into this story. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon right now, and let's go. She's feeling great.
I've been meaning to tell you for years, my name's pronounced Kamala.
Oh.
She's feeling much more confident, and we love it.
Being saved by the budget Captain Marvel.
Thank
Oof.
you. Calm down.
Are they gonna clue their other friend in?
Nightlight.
So I guess super strength is not a part of the equation.
Ew, maybe I should have tried harder in gym.
You just need to learn to control it.
I saved you.
Because you almost killed me first.
Okay, maybe I do need to work on my skills.
You're a baby superhero and we love it. Oh. Oof. Doing it in a Captain Marvel costume, because of course she is. Oh. We're getting there, we're practicing.
Let me go. You have to let me go.
She's getting better.
You can't just stick up a poster for every piece of plaster that falls.
Sisters, no talking during the lecture, please.
Sorry, Sheikh Abdullah. You know, it's just really hard to concentrate when I can barely see you.
Sister Kamala, for reminding us that it is important to share your voice, though perhaps except during my lecture. Oh, and another reminder, nominations are still open.
That was a good way to deal with it.
Election.
Rasheed's got nothing on you, baby, okay?
It's one way to make change.
Here and the change is her, everyone.
You're gonna be my campaign manager.
What?
Not busy enough.
But this time, you see that you come back through the door.
Thank you.
That's good parenting. I mean, this is how dumb, reckless accidents happen.
Damn.
God has willed it.
Jesus, he's a reckless fool.
Really?
She can't, she failed. Dude. Ow! What she did? You backed up into the
Don't be jealous.
Yeah, thanks, Brenna. I almost forgot about that. I know popular opinion says DDLJ.
Yeah. Of course.
Who is this kid? I don't trust him. I don't not trust him.
It was great meeting you guys.
Sparks are flying.
Paul.
I love the background and the heart. It's how she's feeling inside. Young love.
How is Zoe's house?
It's magical.
Is he too good to be true? Oh no.
On ancient Rome and ancient.
She's been acting kind of weird these past couple of days.
You should tell her.
Thing, right?
Maybe not in the school bathroom where anyone could overhear, but...
Everything's just changing really fast, Max.
I kind of realized I don't really need to prove anything to anybody.
No. You find what works for you.
Like, I have a purpose.
All my dreams are coming true.
Best friends. You can tell her about your powers.
Hello. We're spending the next semester at Caltech, in the
Ooh.
dorms, on the campus, in the lab.
Sounds expensive.
No, everything is free. It's all paid for.
Does he not want to go because Kamala's moving on with someone else?
But it's in California.
I know. And your friends will all be here for you. I really love the way they're catching, like, the teenage kind of... Everything about this show, you just are in her world, fully immersed, and I love it.
This was a safe space,
Wow.
right? It's not.
He seems too good to be true.
You're good. He's probably gonna leave in a sec, so let's just wait.
It's more obvious that you're sitting there with a menu in front of your face.
He's gotten me just like sprouted and
I got this.
Just say he's a friend from school.
Alright, see you at dinner.
Why didn't you just say he was a friend? Now, if you want anything serious with him, you're gonna have to explain to your brother you lied.
She followed a trail of stars.
Right back to her father.
Yeah, if it's been in your blood, sweetheart, and your mum struggles with maybe not believing in it and thinking she's... It recognizes that story. Oh my god.
Somebody grab the Zamzam.
But no, I've spoken too much already. No, I'm not
Oh.
going to talk about this at all. Don't smile.
Your rebellious teenage daughter.
No.
There's nothing there to hold the door shut.
Oh, is something wrong?
She was very clearly on the phone.
Everything's fine. I get it.
But like,
Kamala, you would do best to do the same.
It's her family. She deserves to know as
I'm
well.
focus on telling my own stories.
Come on, listen, even Taisha has agreed.
Sweetheart. The only part of religion that I could see that I'm missing out on is the community part of it.
She's helping me exercise our right as citizens of this great nation to participate in democracy, to dream of building a better future. Rob 2 young women of that future, would you, Uncle? I mean, come on, this is Kamala.
She's a campaign masterclass. She will be president one day if she wants to be. This guy.
Zimmer. The enhanced individual tried to kill you, right?
No.
She didn't try to kill me. She saved my life.
Why are there so many people with such prejudices? It's the, like, little weakness. Like, they're stronger than me, therefore I'm scared. I suppose with the Accords, it is illegal for her to, Kamala, to have not.
Search every temple.
Got me.
So they want her to go and tell the girl, whoever she is, so that they act out or something. But I suppose with the Sokovia Accord, she'd have to register, wouldn't she?
And took off with someone. I heard she had many affairs and she had a secret family.
I heard she killed a man. Dead.
None of this is reliable. Oof. In the Captain Marvel costume that she always has. This is the moment of truth.
Yo, it's nightlife.
She needs a better name, Ms. Marvel. You're right. Oh, Kamala, you've got this. You've got this. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of her. Now get down safely, please. Superhero landing.
I've got you, okay?
Oh lord. Is that her nanny calling to her through the times? You're a baby superhero. You did good. He's alive. And oh, that was very scary though in so many ways. She saved him! You did really well, sweetheart, okay? Oh my god. Is this like government or something else? Fuck. Oof. She's just scared.
Get in.
How does he know? How do they not notice the car? Is he also magic?
I've been waiting a very long
Fuck.
I'd like you to meet my mum.
He was too good to be true, that's for sure. This episode was another one that was absolutely fantastic. I loved seeing, something they've done really well in this show is capture the essence of Kamala. It runs through every part of the show. Her teenageness, her youth, her idealistic nature, how much courage she has, and how much everything she is so inspiring, and I absolutely love her. I think she's a brilliant person to have for young girls to have, and for young Muslim girls to see their culture represented on the screen. And obviously I can't speak for if it's done well or not, but I have seen people saying that they think it's done well. I'm loving this show, and I know people didn't like it, and I can literally only think that it's just racist Islamophobic bigots who are like, well, you know, in my day, all the superheroes were white men, and they praised Jesus every other second, and they went on their tractors. I don't know why I became a wind farmer, but you know, it's all I can think of, because, you know, yes, maybe the show is targeted at. The thing is, no, because I feel like, yes, maybe this show is not slightly teen targeted just because Kamala's young, but then I love Spider-Man Homecoming. It was one of my favourite Marvel movies, and I was very much not a teenager when I watched that. Like, people are stupid. This show is Marvel at its height. It is, she really, like, honestly, the idea of her and Peter Parker and Kate Bishop in a room, it would just be so much fun. And as much as the world doesn't know Peter exists, I would how you could befriend. I do think that would just be such a brilliant crossover. I know, obviously, I think she's going to be in, like, Captain Marvel and stuff, so I don't know how soon, and I don't think Tom Holland's going to be in anything anytime soon. I better be in it soon, though, actually, because, like, I'm not okay with that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I love her as a character. I love the representation in this show, and I cannot tell you how many shows I've watched where the main characters are just randomly really Christian and they go to church on Sundays, and I just have to put up with that as an atheist. So why shouldn't there be shows where the characters are of a different religion, and it is just it's more important because we fucking have Christianity forced down our throats. But yes, I digress. This was a really good episode. I loved seeing the community. That is, like I said in the episode, the one thing that I feel like, you know, potentially you don't have if you're an atheist is that idea of that community, you know. Now, in some ways I think that's good because those communities can be very toxic, but they can also be very, very lovely. I love that she inspired Nakia to run for the board to try and change things, because, you know, you can still respect your religion and, like, the way things have to be with the way things are done without giving the women the crappy, like, stuff falling off the walls and the second class facilities. They can have facilities that are just as nice, maybe even a partition down the middle so that they can be, I don't know how, I'm not entirely sure what's like how things are decreed, but I love the idea that this younger generation, instead of turning away from religion and the traditions, want to make it better for everybody. That is something that's very inspiring, because as the world progresses, more and more people are becoming atheists because for reasons that are obvious in my opinion, but I love this idea that you don't just give up, you fight to make the world better. And I think, while I don't view that personally as being something that should be done with religion, because I have nothing to do with that, that's how we should view our world itself. And the younger generation give me hope. So Kamala's brilliant. Bruno getting all jealous, but obviously, I've forgotten his name already. I know it began with K, but I cannot remember what it was. New Boy was too good to be true. He was just like this perfect specimen that dropped out of the sky and was exactly who Kamala needed. Now, maybe some of that is true. Maybe we will find that that is his personality, but it's all very, very interesting. And meet his mother, and who we heard a lot about. So excited to see where it goes next. Bruno getting all jealous. He should take his Caltech thing, because that sounds like a dream. Something that could really be a life-changing experience for him. And you should never let that go for a girl. Just like a girl should never let that go for a boy. But also, I know at his age, I would not have wanted to do it, because I would not have wanted to leave home. From the age of 11 onwards, I would lie awake at night, unable to sleep, swirling with anxiety, knowing that I would one day leave home and go to university. So you would not have caught me doing that for a whole term. Seeing her train and get better, and I'm kind of pissed off with that crowd for being like, how could she do that? Save his life? Like, yes, it didn't go to plan, but this is the second time she's been out in public. She doesn't look very big. I suppose she could have been an adult woman, no one has seen her that close, but regardless, like, you don't know how long she's been doing this for. She saved his life, he's alive. He's freaking lucky to be alive. So get off your stupid, how could you do that? And start being like, thank God she did that. I feel like they brought up partition a lot, which again, it's something that I'd vaguely heard of, but for me it was actually the Doctor Who episode that covered it that really taught me a lot about it, and then I looked into it myself because, like, I love history. Admittedly, I don't like modern history. I much prefer, like, 1600s and backwards, with 1700s being an okay period for me. Like, so I'm not that into modern history. I find it's too recent. It's just my personal thing, but I love history. So I took history, I did it up until uni. We were never taught about any of this in English schools. And given that Britain, the empire, was this global monster that caused so much pain and damage, I definitely feel like we should have been taught about that. But yes, having things like this that teach you about this very recent history that is affecting people still alive today, affecting people generational trauma-wise as well. I guess this show is potentially going to delve into it more. The story you've already heard was a very emotional one. But the fact that she's getting these visions and, you know, her great-grandmother was clearly involved in magic as well. It's very interesting. I love the idea that she's tied to her magic. It's in herself, but it's also in her family and her roots. I'm excited to uncover more of it. It's just such a fun episode, as always. I loved it. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon right now, and thank you so much for watching.